Hey, what's going on, everybody? On this edition of the NH Experience, I have a very special guest, a lovely, talented young lady who is definitely burning up the charts with her brand new single. But before that, she definitely had a journey to get to, and we'll get into that. She's definitely from the state of Maryland, representing the DMV for sure. And she actually is a boss on her own label. Imagine that.
Yes.
Ladies and
Hi.
gentlemen, please help me welcome the one and only LA Love the Boss. What's going on? How you doing?
Hey, hey, hey. Life is good. I cannot complain.
Well, you're looking well.
Thank
Congratulations on the single. I see it's just definitely burning up the charts right now, especially with the video.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're actually on radio right now. We're actually getting really, really good spins right now. So a lot's going on.
Yeah, you know what? And it's interesting because when you look at how music is done today as opposed to, 20, 15, 20 years ago,
Yeah.
how do you feel about just being that accessible as far as direct to consumer, being able to talk to your fans and being able to just put out music when you deem to put out music?
Mm. Well, I wouldn't want to be in a different era, honestly, when it comes to the impact of social media and the hands on touch I have with my fans. I think it's very important and very essential in this day in time because the world has evolved as a whole. So when the world evolved, people's way of thinking has evolved. So as an artist, me being able to have that one-on-one engagement with my fans is super important because it's a new wave we live in. It's different. We're the new millennials. We're able to put things out to the mass and engage with them. We're able to do a lot of face-to-face meet and greets and all that and really be relatable with the people. So I think it's really important that we've entered that phase in the industry as a whole, and then just with this new generation of
Well,
creators.
absolutely. When you look at, I agree with you. I think that it's pros and cons. I think to this new era. I mean, like you said, with the social media, the interaction more so. You don't have to go through a record company to get a deal. You can pretty much create your own opportunity.
Yeah, create your own leverage. Yeah.
And but when I look at before this, now before the single, before you were, what was it like growing up for you in Maryland? What was that like? And at what point did you realize, okay, music is the avenue I want to go down?
Growing up for me, I've always been a creator. I started writing poetry at 9 years old, and then I was performing before that at my mom's salon. Shout out to Mom and Jer. She had a nail salon in Baltimore, and I used to always perform for her clients. So I've always known I wanted to be an entertainer. But when I took it serious and said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, I was around 12, 13 ish. And then we went on the road for my career at 15.
Oh yeah, so you were young in the game when you started out.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes, and I think it shows and it reflects in my presence as an artist and my showmanship as an artist because I have been doing it. I didn't just start doing this. I didn't wake up one day. I've always had a passion for it. So what we did as a whole, as a team, my mom and I, we just developed it from adolescence.
What were some of those experiences that you learned early on when you started to develop your music career that helped you to where you are right now?
Some of the experiences, oh wow, being on the road shows, really getting out there when you're performing for 5 or 6 people, you know how that is, 20 people, when you're really grinding to get your artistry out there. It's a process. It does not happen overnight, and this is way before my social media presence. I was popping on MySpace when MySpace was out with the music and stuff like that, but I was only 12 on MySpace. So I was on there doing that, and I've always been a popular kid in school. I've always had a presence, but with social media for Instagram, I started popping off at like 19 years old, and that really changed the whole game for me. The whole game.
How much was it a help to have your mom on a road with you? Because a lot of times you have these younger artists that we've seen grow up and they necessarily didn't have their parents. They had like managers and advisors and things like that. But how much it would your mom's presence being there with you help you out and balance you out?
Oh, it helped tremendously. I think we all need that guidance, and especially when you're young and when you're developing, we need that proper guidance, and we need that structure. I was blessed to have a mom that was, prior to me, she was an entrepreneur, already a business owner. So it wasn't, oh, mommy managing me. No, it was someone with managerial skills, and she just took that format and then it's a different product. So we took that principle of marketing really hustling and really developing it from the ground up. So it's really important, I feel like, for anyone to have that in their life, especially a kid, you know.
You know what? Well said. I think a lot of kids may have been better off if they did have some type of guidance, early on before they got older and started wilding out.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the? Give me a cool story that you experienced in your career, and give me one of the wildest stories that you experienced in your career thus far.
A cool story. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you, before I got where I am now, a lot of different celebs and a lot of different legends would know who I was. At certain events, that would run up on me and say, "Oh my God, you're LA Love the Boss. You are the new Pam Grier." But I'm gonna tell you, this is one of the most glorifying, exciting, mind-blowing things, that when Pam Grier herself retweeted on Twitter, followed me, and the caption was, I'm the generation's Pam Grier, the millennial Pam Grier of this generation," and she retweeted it, and she's good.
That's major.
Yes, 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 yes. So that's good stuff. Like I said, that was never purposely done. When it was funny, it was brought to my attention when I was 16. This guy in New York, when I was in New York, I was doing a gig there in New York, and this guy ran up to me and said, "You remind me of someone." And I'm like, "Who is that?" And he said, "Pam Grier." And I said, not to be ignorant, sir, but who's that?" I did my research. Oh my God, and she's my idol to this day. But I'll tell you, that's one of my most memorable moments, as far as that goes, with Pam Grier. And then something that's crazy, crazy, crazy. It's a lot of crazy shit that goes on in the industry. That's why they call it the industry. So let's just leave it like that.
I bet I would love to witness your DMs at some point because I'm sure you get a
Crazy
lot of
shit
wild.
goes on every day. Every day.
I bet. I imagine. I just want to be a fly on the wall one time, just so I can laugh. Because I'm sure, like, do you ever get with your team and like look at some of your DMs and be like, "Really, this dude really thought he had a chance?"
Yeah, yes, yes. And his approach, but it just depends. I'm all about respect. I'm all about principle. And, if you're going to show love, and anything else, it is what it is. It all comes with the territory. It all comes with the territory.
Absolutely. Growing up, who did you look up to? Who was your inspiration that kind of just kept you going at times where you felt like, man, I don't know, or like you said, the grind and then building that empire to where you are now.
Momager, honestly, her and I grinding it out together. She stopped her personal business to totally invest and get into my career and manage me. So from an aspect of, not I took away from her life, but what she said is, if this is what you really want to do, I'm the person to do it with. Let's do it together. It's a family business. We're building generational wealth. That was the goal from the beginning, to be a brand, not just an artist. And Momager, she always kept me balanced, always kept me sane, always gave me words of encouragement, wisdom. It really taught me what it was like to be a leader and to have leadership, because you could be a leader but don't have any leadership. I know that sounds crazy. You're like, well, how can you be a leader? Because leadership comes from a different place. When you're like, being a leader is one thing, but when you have leadership, that's way before being a leader, because that's the foundation.
Now that's awesome. When you look at musically, who did you listen to? Who are you influenced by rather musically?
God, Andre 3000 is amazing. Missy, amazing. Lauren Hill, Biggie, of course, gotta rep Biggie. It's the East Coast thing. And honestly, I love a lot of 70s and 80s. So I like a lot of Isley Brothers, SOS Band. My household was very diverse growing up as well, but also old school background. So my parents, when I was younger, were older parents, opposed to my friends' moms that were in their 20s when we were in middle school. And my mom was in her 40s.
See, that's why you have that history, and that's how you know who's who.
Yes, yes.
But when you look at this overall music game, because you talked about being a brand, you talked about generational wealth.
Yeah, yeah.
What does generational wealth mean to you, and how do you extend your business hand? What are some of the things you're looking to extend into that you aren't in right now, but you have a vision or a goal to be in at some point?
Well, generational wealth, it's all about investing in your future. I have financial freedom right now. But this is not just for me. It's bigger than me. It's my kids, 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 and it's setting up a fortune where it will be able to give my kids opportunities. You get what I mean? And having them open up their own businesses and entrepreneurship and just having ownership. Ownership is very important in partnership as well, because when a person can partner up with you, they can see your vision, but you have ownership of what you do. You dictate the things you put out there and how you want people to view you. So I think it's really important to build generational wealth, and it starts with investing in your future, not just for now. A lot of things that we see are temporary, but are we working towards temporary, or are we working towards permanent? So with permanent, it's a blueprint. Obviously, it's always a blueprint. It's a blueprint to life, but we all have different paths, and we all go through different obstacles and trials and tribulations in order to learn, in order to see things for what we want them to be seen for. So I believe it's very important. And just to name a few things that I would like to get into, obviously, is obviously signing more acts. I signed my nephew to my record label, Boss Made Records, but signing more acts in the future, opening businesses, teaching other upcoming entrepreneurs the game, the rope, giving them different opportunities that they might have not had or might have not even envisioned, but maybe they thought about it, but they don't know how to take control of what they want, which is their destiny. So it's always important to be a leader, a boss, and have ownership. Always important.
You mentioned businesses. Any specific type of businesses you see yourself entering into?
Oh my goodness, yes. Definitely for me, definitely the clothing industry. I can definitely see that. Cosmetics, skincare line. It's funny. I actually have a skincare line that I'm working on right now, organic, natural skincare line. But I just want to expand that and do a lot of things for women. I'm all about women empowerment, and we can learn from each other. And one thing about women, we all share a lot of things in common. We don't all have the same story, but we all share a lot of different things that we go through far as vices. It's just being a woman. The P is very powerful. It's brought down nations, but we got to learn how to use, not abuse. We have to learn how to manipulate, but not always manipulate like where it takes down your integrity or it takes you away
Mhm.
from what your morals are. It's a way to do things, and it's never what you do, it's how you do it. So
All right, I hear you on that. I hear you loud and clear. You over there preaching. So talk to me about this single Monkey. Now talk to me about the concept. How did you come up with this record? Did you work with anybody on this record?
Oh,
What was this?
Monkey.
What did you want to disseminate to the audience with this record?
So with Monkey, the Box Bangers produced this. Shout outs to 88 Fingers and Diesel, are my amazing executive producers. We came up with that. Well, I'm gonna tell you how it happened. It's funny. The beat got sent to me when I was in LA. I was working on my project, and I already had recorded like 4 songs, like 2 days. So this beat got sent to me, and immediately freestyle the hook. Monkey was done in like 5 minutes, the hook, and then the whole song was done in 20 minutes. And I'm thinking like, wow, when I heard it, I'm like, you wanna play monkey in the middle? I'm like, whoa, okay, I got the hook. But when I went into the verses, what I really wanted to simulate was speaking on women empowerment and women femininity. We're women. Well, the P, like I said, is very powerful. But again, women love sex just as much as men do, and it's crazy how it's categorized, because it's like, whoa, like that should be a man's thing, but no, it's human nature. And
Pretty
I just
much.
wanted something, yeah, and I just wanted something to represent for my ladies about the monkey. And the monkey's real. The monkey's very, very real.
Let me ask you this question because I've seen the video. First of all, it's very captivating. Let's
Thank
put it that
you.
way. It's very memorable. Let's put it that way. And you do a fantastic job. Trust me. I mean, you're already very talented, beautiful.
Thank
You
you.
know how to. You know how to. You know what you want, and that's an awesome thing. You talk about women empowerment, and we see more and more women embracing other women, kind of passing the torch or high fiving or supporting in some form of fashion with the visuals because we know, obviously the song is called Monkey, you being a black woman. Were you ever concerned about that being misconstrued because of the stereotypical nature of you with the word monkey, with the bananas, and you being a black woman? Were you ever concerned about that being misconstrued and misunderstood because of the stereotypical nature that has brought to our community and our people?
Well, it's funny you say that. Absolutely not. I have not thought about that, just because in our urban culture, our urban community, we know what the monkey is. A lot of guys, it's funny, this has been done before, been said before. Monkey, give me that monkey, I want that monkey. It's been
Yeah.
said, but no one has, from what I understand, really came out and wrote a song about
Hmm.
monkey and really named it monkey. But again, it's double standards. It's society, it's the way people think. People are
Hmm.
sensitive about certain things. I can't be in control of what people may view that as, but if you watch the video, you gonna know what we talking about. And the monkey is right in the middle.
In a real way. The last time I heard a song containing monkey was Too Short, Lil Jon. I think that was the last
Yes,
time.
yes, but this monkey's in the middle, and it's official.
Hello, hello. So what are you working? What are you working on next? Is there anything else that you have coming down the line? I know you're a busy woman. You say you're back and forth from LA working on your project. So when is that going to debut? Do you have a date for it, or what's next?
Yeah, so no official date yet. Monkey has just released a month ago, and we're already on radio. We're taking over in that aspect. A lot of I'm hoping that the world doesn't shut down because I want to do shows, performances, tours, and all that. But I am traveling. I'm in New York actually in a couple days, and then after New York, I'm in Atlanta. A lot of press run, a lot of radio stuff, and business. So with that being said, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere, and I'm just hoping that this COVID stuff and this Delta variant leaves us the hell alone because we got business to do and the industry is always evolving, always moving. And I love being in the entertainment industry because it never closes down. Like it never, you never stop being creative. You never are at a standstill when you're putting forth the effort and you're being progressive.
Absolutely, you got to be everywhere like air, as E40 once said.
Everywhere.
So, what's your bucket list? Give me five names of producers and/or artists you would ultimately want to work with.
Let's start with the artists first. Missy Elliott, Drake, Andre 3000. Oh my goodness. Doja Cat. She's amazing. She's really a true artist. I respect her artistry. And Janae Oko's really dope right now. She's really dope. I love her style, her flavor. As far as producers go, I'm actually working with one of my dream producers right now. My executive producer produced Lollipop. He was on Kiki Do You Love Me? Diesel's three-time Grammy Award winning, went diamond and all that. So I'm blessed. I'm honored. Shout out to Diesel. But I'm working with 88 Fingers as well. So those are some of my dream producers. But Pharrell is definitely dope. Timberland's dope. Even Mike Will made it. He's dope. He's really dope. And
Yeah,
there's a lot of upcoming producers that are really dope too that are being put on the map every day. So I'm all about just anyone that sees my vision, I see their vision, and they bring my vision to life, and I bring their vision to life.
yeah. Mike Will made it. The drums, man, he kills it
Yeah.
with the
Mike
drums.
Will made is dope. He's dope. But definitely Pharrell. Like these are
Oh yeah,
legends. Legends.
I could see you working on a Quick record like DJ Quick. I
Yeah.
consider this because he's. I don't consider him a producer. I consider him more of a musician because the man is just so
Yeah.
gifted and talented with that.
Yeah.
And then I can also see you working with Micah Keys. Up.
Yes.
So those two dudes, man, are out of sight for real. So
Yeah.
I'm
It's all
just
about
putting
the
my two
scent.
cents. Yeah, I'm just putting my 2 cents in. Don't
I
mind
want
me.
your 2 cents. Give me that 2 cents.
Don't mind me. I'm just putting it in. But when you look at overall, when you look at just the climate that we are in, and I want to get your perspective on this as well. How important is black media in today's society and all the things that we are constantly encountering and we're dealing with on an everyday basis?
How important? Oh my goodness. Well, I would say all people are important. Right? All people are important. But of course, with our black community, we endure a lot of things. We endure a lot of hardships, media impulses, and media drama, right? But I
Hmm.
think that it's important for us to support one another. It's important for us to come together as a community and uplift each other before anyone else does, if that makes sense. So we have to come together for change. If we want change, we have to create change. We have to stick together. So it starts there at breaking up that monotonous of the negative, the stereotypical things that are happening with us. So coming together. That's how important it is for us to come together and create change.
Absolutely. So, all right, I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. We're gonna have some rapid fire questions real quick. It's fun, nothing spectacular, but okay, whatever first answer, first word comes to mind, go ahead and put it out there.
Like you're trying to burn me out. Don't get me started.
No, I got you. I got you. We're good. All right. So, hot or cold?
Ha,
Peanut butter or jelly?
peanut butter.
Okay. Fruit Loops or Frosted Flakes? Ooh, okay. Um, let's see. Train rides or airplanes?
Airplanes. Phew.
Got you. Let's see. If you only had, if you're on a abandoned island and you only had three records that you could take with you to listen to, what would those three records be and why?
On an abandoned island and three records only. Oh my God. Earth, Wind, and Fire. After the love is gone. Woo, yes. Oh my goodness. Monkey, of course, myself. And mm, oh my goodness. Ooh, why'd you have to do that? Anita Baker, Rapture of Love.
Okay, okay, those are good ones right there. I like
For
that.
the classics, it's timeless music. So I
Yes.
want to, when I listen to music, I want to listen to things that always convey a message, and it always will mean something. Every time I hear these records, it's like, oh my God, I feel like this is for the first time. Like,
So when you listen to you listen to music, are you listening for the lyrics first or the beat?
actually both, but I'm gonna be honest with you, lyrics, because again, I'm an empath, so I feel everything that's being said or anything that's being done. So it's a Scorpio thing, I'm frequency.
Okay, all right. So you from Maryland, obviously home of the Ravens,
Yes.
and also down the way there's the Washington football team. So are you more of a Ravens or are you more of a Washington football team person?
I gotta go with the Ravens. It's home
Okay,
team.
all
I
right,
got
all
with the
right.
Ravens.
So you like Lamar Jackson? I take it as your quarterback.
Listen, yes, Ravens,
Okay,
Ravens,
all right.
Ravens.
I gotta ask. I gotta
Now I'm
ask
not.
now.
To be honest with you, I'm not a big sports head, but I
You
gotta
rock.
go down for my home team.
You
Yeah,
rock with the home
it just
team.
only makes
Okay,
sense.
I got you. It makes total sense. So last thing before I let you get on out of here, thank you once again so much for coming on the show. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. And what is the best way? What is the best way for an artist or a fan to approach you and just pay homage, pay respect, show you love? What do you feel like is the best way for that?
The best way for an artist or a fan, rather, I'm approachable. You can approach me in the streets. I always have my team with me on my bodyguard, but I'm very approachable. Even when I work out. I work out 5 to 6 days out the week when I'm home, and fans come up to me at the gym and like, boss, I know you're working out, but can I get a picture with you? Can I do this? I'm like, let's do it. So the best way to present yourself coming up to me and just showing love is just presenting yourself with respect. Be nice, be sweet, and you get out what you get back what you put out.
Absolutely. And don't bother when she's eating.
And don't bother me when I'm eating, because let me tell you something. When I'm eating, I'm a beast. I gotta
See,
keep these gains right. Listen, I work hard.
and it definitely shows. I mean, just not just from a physical standpoint, but just the intellect, just the way your work ethic is just incredible. So I just want to give you salute you and give you props on that as well.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So I've been waiting for this. I'm not gonna lie. I've been waiting for us to sit down and chat for a while. I know your schedule's
You
been crazy.
have?
Yeah, ask. You can ask. You can
Where are
ask
you?
the
Where are you
person.
located?
I'm in LA. I'm on the
You're in
West Coast.
LA? Come
I'm on the West
on.
Coast.
I
When
love
you,
LA.
yeah, you got to. I'm born and raised in LA, so
What part?
well, I said the Crenshaw district.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
good. You gotta
I'm
keep
not.
you gotta be on the swivel. It's all good. It's
And
all
to I always say the hood will produce character of some
good.
sort.
In the hood, it's all good. It's all good.
What you do with it is up to you.
Absolutely. Let the church say amen.
Well, you know what? I know you're a busy woman, so I just want to say thank you once again. And please
Thank
let everyone know where they can continue to keep up with you and find out what you're up to via social media.
Yes, thank you for having me again. But you guys can follow my new Instagram page right now. It's just my backup page. We're disabled right now, but we'll be back.
Uh
My
oh.
Yeah, it's all good. Look, they can't stop the train when it's moving in motion. It's just be moving in motion, and certain shit just happens. But anyway, my backup is I am LA Love the Boss. I have a lot of fake pages and fan pages, so just follow the I am LA Love the Boss. Also, my Twitter _ at LA Love the Boss. I just made a new Twitter. And I just made a new Snapchat. It's Get Your Natural. It's spelled exactly like how I said it. And make sure you guys stream Monkey right now on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, everywhere. Tell your mama, daddy, grandpappy, tell your dog to go support Monkey and watch the video right now on YouTube. Check it out.
Yeah, please watch that video.
Please
You're
do
gonna want
that.
to watch it
Please do
over and
that.
over again. And
Mm,
once again, I am loving the hair. I'm
thank
digging
you.
the hair.
Thank
So
you.
if I see the hair out and about, I know who it is.
You know who it is. Who's gonna do it like me? Who's doing it like that?
Nobody. You know what? Honestly, I haven't seen nobody rock the fly fro since Angie Stone.
Angie Stone. Angie
That was the
Stone.
last back
Yeah.
in the day when she dropped Black Diamond.
Yeah. Pam, Angela Date, like a lot of
Hmm.
our classics. Even Diana Ross. But again, those are our legends. But you know, I'm
Oh
in the
yeah,
building.
there you go. LA Love the Boss is her name. Monkey is a brand new single
Yes.
and video. Make sure you guys go cop that on all streaming platforms. Thank you so much. The one and only LA Love the Boss. We will
Thank
talk to
you.
you soon. If there's anything we could do, please keep up with us.
Yes, I definitely will. And thank you so much. Stay blessed. Please stay COVID free. And we just got to keep moving and being progressive, even through all this stuff going on. So we got to do the best we can. Little effort is better than no effort.